I don't think I can hold my head up much longer than this. Too many drinks and all of the sudden I'm a mess. Falling asleep in the
Okay, so about to record Gray. My face looks crazy in these lights, but this is the first. I'm gonna be sitting down while I sing Gray because Gray is such like a cozy up and like sit down song. Obviously Worth the Flight anymore, more like ballads, very dramatic ballads. Yeah, this will just be fun. We pulled down the microphone a little bit. Got my water in here.
get in the shower, but I'm still halfway dressed. Searching around till I knock something down and
You guys, I just got my sweet green. I just got home and this feels so like applicable. This is for my Uber Eats. Oh my god.
being a burden. Could you help me out of it? Could you help me out of this?
Good morning, guys. It is the perfect weather for this. I'm so excited, but on my little weekend trip, I happened to write a Christmas song and I'm going to the studio right now to start working on it with Ethan. All I have is like my acapella. I don't even know like the actual music to it, but like the lyrics and then me singing it acapella, and I have a voice recording, and I'm so freaking excited for this. And it looks like it's winter outside. Woo! Close these up in my favorite Free People cardigan, and time to hit the road to go to the studio. It's also super early. It's only like 7 a.m. right now.
Repeating patterns and
Hello friends! Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Haley and I am the friend who helps you bring your pipe dreams to life through manifestation and motivation. I took a little bit of time off of the vlogging because I was doing a few trips. I drove all the way to Richmond, Virginia to see my dad for his birthday, which was super fun, and my new song, Anymore, came out. Yeah, it's been kind of like a whirlwind. Honestly, having a car has been so expansive for me. I didn't really expect it. I like knew it would be nice to have, but I've literally just been driving somewhere like every weekend, and has really expanded my perception of like home and where I want to spend my time, which has just been like fascinating because I don't know if you guys have this app called The Pattern. It's like the astrology app, but I'm in a phase of my life, like a pattern called expansion of home. It started like literally 4 days before Worth the Flight came out. So I definitely think it relates to like my music and sharing more of that with the world. But it also now feels like it's very closely related, or at least in the same energetic vein of like feeling like I'm not totally based in New York City anymore. That is so dramatic. I'm definitely still based in New York City, but like spending a lot of time outside of New York City. On my drive back from Richmond, we stopped in DC, we stopped in Philadelphia. I've been to Greenwich a few times. I'm actually wearing like a Greenwich sweater right now. I really like their main street. So a lot's been going on. Updates. First of all, I actually signed up for a songwriting course for the fall semester at Berklee College of Music. It's based in Boston, but I'm just doing the online course. However, I love Boston, so I would not be concerned at all about getting in the car, getting a little Freddie the Range Rover, and going ahead and driving all the way to Boston for something, maybe to meet my professor, we'll see. But I'm really excited for that, and I'm proud that I've invested in myself and in that way. It's also New York Fashion Week, so I'm going to an event tomorrow night and on Saturday night. Tomorrow night, Kita and I are going to L'Agence. That's one I went to back in the fall as well. I really love, it is the fall. Wait, that was so weird. Back in January/February as well, and I really love their stuff. So yeah, we just have a fun few days coming up. And since it's Virgo season, I thought that I could have like a few different themes throughout this vlog. Number one is that I've just been getting really organized, especially with a lot of like things that I'd like to launch and really like in my entrepreneurship mojo. So I'm gonna be really on top of that this week. I already had a conversation today with one of my friends who's going to be completely redoing my website, which has been on my to-do list for an embarrassingly long time. Like, what am I doing by not prioritizing that? I've got some other like little things that I've been thinking about for a while that I'm really ready to execute upon, and I'm just ready to be organized and on top of it. Along those lines as well, because I've been spending so much time outside of New York City, I have been like kind of struggling with how much I like New York. But then I realized it's actually because I think like the time I spend outside of New York City is very adventurous. I'm like out and about, you know, I'm trying different restaurants. I'm like walking around and going to cute coffee shops. Like it's a lot of new energy. And when I'm in New York, I have a tendency of being in my apartment most times. Like honestly, that's probably why my vlogs tend to be a little bit boring unless I'm like traveling, or like the flashes of times that I like go out for dinner or go out for an event. When I work for myself, like I don't really have a reason a lot of the time to leave my apartment except to go to the studio. And I have so much space here, right? Like I'm in my office right now. I've got like this big office space and privacy to film and stuff. So it's just been kind of hard for me to get out of that routine. So I'm gonna be way more conscientious about putting myself out there, going out more often, like catching up with friends, just like doing things that are outside my comfort zone. Finally, the spiritual vlog, on top of all of that, all my intentions for the week, my little spiritual thing that I'd really like to cling to. Something that's been going through my mind a lot recently has been like, wow, I feel really different when I'm putting my attention and my focus on certain things more than others. Like when I was driving, because I spent a lot of time driving, I noticed that like my mind would get on one trail of thought that wasn't making me feel very good. And so I was really on top of, okay, I'm gonna turn on a podcast that's gonna have me thinking in a productive way, or I'm gonna turn on a podcast that's gonna have me thinking something really optimistic because it's like a spiritual podcast. And just those little mindset shifts in the time that I spent alone, because when I'm with people, it's really easy to like, you know, just change the conversation, and like I feel really good about the people who are in my life, but that time that I spend alone is so key. So I'm just going to be making sure that I am putting things into my mind, like for mental consumption, that make me feel really empowered, like focusing on the things that make me feel like my best self. And I think that goes hand in hand with like not getting lost in the black hole that is like scrolling your phone and comparing yourself and getting into like a negative way of thinking. Instead, like really putting the onus back on myself, because there's big things that I want to accomplish with my life. Like there's exciting things that I love to do. Like there's a joy that I tap into when I am in a slingshot session, when I'm writing a song and recording a song. Like that is the flow that I want to be in, and I can be in it more often. Like we can all be in that flow more often. There's no limit on how much time we can be in that flow of the time we have allotted. We tend to dilute that and water that down by getting caught up in things that like we shouldn't be caught up in. So that was like, once again, the longest intro ever, but that gives a lay of the land of what I'm currently thinking about. I'm heading into the Dream Away book club. Daring Greatly was the book that we did over the course of August. We're gonna be discussing it. Such a freaking good book. I'd never read anything by Brene Brown before, and I am just literally loving this one. So I'm gonna go through and just underline a few more things, get prepped for that, and then head into this meeting. I'm gonna get a blowout for New York Fashion Week, and then I'm gonna see my manager tonight for ice cream because I have not seen her in a while. So let's do it. Hello, my friends. It is Friday, September 9th, and I am about to head to the L'Agence Fashion Week little presentation. Let me show you my fit. I had actually like a huge outfit issue. So this is what I'm wearing. This is literally a sports bra. No one needs to know. It doesn't really, no one needs to know, as I said in my vlog. It doesn't really look like one. Excuse the mess behind me because I seriously had a fashion emergency. Mercury retrogrades here. I'm wearing the L'Agence pants that I actually wore in February at their show, and then this amazing green leather jacket also from L'Agence. They had sent me this amazing jumpsuit. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And it didn't fit. It was too long. Like I tried it on with my Louboutin super high heels, the highest heels I've ever worn, and even with my heels, oh my gosh, I would have been tripping and falling the entire night. It was like over and under the shoe. I don't know if it was made for a giraffe or who has long legs, a giraffe? Anyways, I'm okay with this outfit. I think it's fun. And Ankita and I are gonna go together. It is at the Boom 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 at the Standard, which I've never been to, but I've always seen pictures of it, and then I saw it in Gossip Girl, so I'm excited to see it in person. Woo! Okay, with the Louboutins, this is the full fit. I feel like it came together pretty well, sports bra included. Pretty well. After, it's just like a 2-hour event. Ankita is gonna come over, we're going to make a healthy dinner, and then get some worky work done on something we're working on. It'll be fun, it'll be fun. Okay, little life-saving hack. because my feet really hurt wearing these shoes. Flats, and they look flimsy because it's supposed to just be something you can throw into your bag. Like it's not a big shoe. I'm gonna bring these with me just in case, slash like right after the event to take the shoes off. I can't believe I'm even wearing them right now. Maybe I should even wear these out of the apartment. Okay, 5-star service. Ankita picked me up in the Uber.
We're on the way.
We're on the way. Look how beautiful Ankh looks. Oh, the red lipstick. I love her.
You stole my heart from me, but it don't mean that you're a thief. You saved me from myself, 'cause I used to give it out for free. I hope you can keep it safe, keep it locked till I throw away the key. You stole my heart from me.
Okay, we just ordered from Wild. It's one of our favorite places ever. It's all gluten-free.
It's so good, so good.
This is chicken piccata, gluten-free pasta. This is like with red sauce. What is this? Mashed potatoes. Oh yeah.
Mozzarella sticks, I die for these.
Oh my gosh,
These are the-
gluten-free. My mouth is watering. And then I got chicken parmesan. It's in West Village, and I haven't been to Wild or ordered from Wild in so long because literally, Ankita, it was like 4 or 5 months ago. I was like, I'm gonna order from Wild, and suddenly it was not available to be delivered to my address. And so I've had to give up on that love affair, but somehow, I don't know if Ankita has like the secret sauce or they just added it back. I'm about to have it again for the first time in so long.
Just
Woo!
like the wind, you pulled me up when I was low. Oh yeah. This time my hopes are up, 'cause you got my heart in your hand. And do what you want.
Hello you guys, it is the weekend. It's Saturday. I went to a fun brunch this morning and I'm about to go to dinner and another New York Fashion Week event tonight. Look at the shoes rack behind me. I just touched up my makeup. I'm loving my dress. It's from Revolve. I actually ordered it so long ago. I ordered it for Revolve Festival and never wore it because it's very warm. Like I would have died in the desert wearing this. It's like corduroy, so it's perfect for fall. Because of Virgo season, I have just been like, as I've shared, in the mood to just get stuff done. And it feels so good. It's a totally different me. Like after brunch today, usually I have a tendency on afternoons, if I don't have anything planned, to just watch Gilmore Girls for a few hours, which is super fun, obviously. But then today I got home and I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna do like a replay of one of my slingshot sessions. Like I'm gonna tap for a little. And then before the replay started, I all of a sudden just started getting back to all these emails. Like I started getting all these like miscellaneous things done that I usually don't do. I was so amazed with myself. It usually takes me a long time to like sit down. So it gave me this idea that I was thinking about the other day. My friend Jess gave me this really cute post-it note. She made me this whole like songwriting kit for my birthday, which is so sweet. And I have this wall over here, like nothing's going on this wall. As a side note, I think I might paint it again. I don't like the pink. I felt this way after I painted it. Actually, I was like, I don't know if I like that, like, because it turned out a little bit dark, but I'm progressively liking it less and less, and I just kind of feel like going back to a beige or a tan might be more my speed. That's a totally different thing, but I haven't like chosen art for this wall or anything because I just don't really think I'm gonna stick with the dark pink vibe. But I'm going to make like a little thing for me over here because I got my dry erase board over here and there's a lot going on there. But use post-it notes and have an area that's all about ideas. Like I'll jot things down like, ooh, this could be a cool thing to like look into, or like maybe I'll get around to this eventually. And then like firm to-dos. As an example, something I've been thinking about doing is getting a new wallpaper. So it's not even like a career necessarily one. Like getting a new wallpaper for my bedroom. And then I'm gonna take him, stick him over here. I just realized he's not sticky on the back. Okay. So maybe I'm gonna order post-it notes. This one's so south. I will stick things up on this wall, or maybe I'll just have to get some tape and kind of like stick them up there. But I think something visual will be really helpful. For now, I'm just gonna kind of like lay everything out here. So that's something that I've been thinking about, but then something I need to do is record Tuesday's podcast episode, just so it's in front of me and like harassing me, and then I can take it down or move it away or like throw it out when I've gotten it done. I'm gonna put it all somewhere I can't ignore it.
Got a little lost.
The idea I just came up with, since all of this is just right here, is something I could do if I was about to get something done and I didn't know what to get done, is like close my eyes, feel around, and be like, okay, which one am I gonna do right now? And it's like, it's laundry! Stupid! Just kidding. It's not that hard. That could be a fun way to do it. We'll figure out a system. Clearly Virgo season just got smacked for the fact it's not actually a sticky note.
Just because the future scares me, and that everything should pass. Try to analyze this. Yeah, try to figure out how to get my head around this. How to read between the lines. Guess that I got lost in the possibilities.
Okay, I just got home. The event was really cool. It had like all these different installations. Like you could get a tattoo at one. I am too scared of needles to consider that. You could get piercings at one, also too scared of needles. But the piercings, like the actual earrings, were so cute. If you saw it, I filmed a clip of it. And then you could get wellness shots, like literally shots, injections. And those looked so cool, but I'm also scared of needles. It was really cool to see it all. And if I wasn't scared of needles, I feel like I would have had the time of my life and literally gone through a personality shift. I don't know if I would have gotten a tattoo. I don't have a tattoo. And I don't think there's anything I like enough to get as a tattoo. But I feel like I could have gone for a piercing and a wellness shot if I had been a bit braver. But it's almost 11 p.m. I am so ready for bed. The full moon energy, it's a full moon in Pisces tonight. The full moon energy is shining bright. And I'm actually adding pink Himalayan salt to my water because I feel like I might be low on electrolytes. I've been getting headaches lately, so I was just texting with one of my friends about it, and she was like, try adding some to that. It's not just about water, it's about electrolytes. So let's see it. Do not want to make it too salty. That would not be good. There was one day when I did 77 lines last year that I put like a ton of salt in my water because I like heard it's good for you. And the next day I was so puffy and bloated from all the salt water. No, that's good. It's not supposed to taste salty. It's just supposed to be like, you can kind of see it a little bit, like a little mineral-y. Off to bed.
All my mind intimacies, all I need from you to me.
It is the perfect cozy Sunday. I just watched some Gilmore Girls after this morning's oracle reading. I just took like a 30-minute nap. And I'm hopping on the Peloton. I'm trying to be better about the Peloton. I think I'm gonna do like a 20-minute ride. You guys know I'm usually doing like 10-minute rides, but it's a new day. It's a new leaf. Okay, let's look at our options. I feel like all the really good Peloton workouts are like the 30-minuters, which are like the Taylor Swift one, the Lizzo one. But I want to have time to go to Whole Foods, clean up, get my newsletter done. I know 10 minutes is not big of a difference, but I feel like you should not just like hop into a 30-minute one without a little more exercise, something that we can work up to. So let's check. 20-minute hip hop ride. I do love Alex Toussaint. Here's a hip hop ride. I think we found our winner. Wow, that felt so good. There's this face wash. I'm like still out of breath. Lately that I've been loving. It's from LMS. It is a cleansing balm. And so all you do is put it on your face. Like you don't even have to wet it. I mean, my face is wet with sweat, whatever. Oh, I love it when my face is like burning hot from a workout. That is like the best feeling. Oh my gosh, I just need to store this feeling in a little vial and try to remind myself of it whenever I don't want to work out. Why is it so hard at first? It's like heating up the cleansing balm. Anyways, you can immediately wash this off with a hot washcloth. Like I just put hot water on this, or you can leave it on for like 10 minutes and it's very like therapeutic and cleansing. I am like obsessed with this brand. It feels so good. I didn't realize how little I liked washing my face until I could ease it up with this bad boy. I'm gonna go to Whole Foods, get some healthy food for the week. It's weird to like not have a travel plan coming up. Like I know I'll probably make a spontaneous travel plan, but I'm just gonna be in New York City for a few weeks. So it's definitely time to stock up on some good things, have plenty of really healthy, nutritious foods, snacks, make this apartment feel more like home rather than a place I like touch down in before I leave again. I seriously feel my best post-workout in the most comfy outfit ever, about to walk to Whole Foods. This is like peak Haley. It's not peak Haley. It's one of the peak. It's one of the most high vibrational Haleys. Woo! Wow, 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 wow. I did some damage in a good way, in a good way, in a good way. Okay, that was such a successful trip. Let's discuss. Such a cozy day. I got some soup. Just a little chicken noodle soup, gluten-free, I imagine. It said gluten-free. So I'll preface this by saying part of the reason I went to the store is because I have been having a really hard time with eating in terms of not ordering in every freaking meal. When I'm here like all week, it's very hard for me to like think ahead about the things I should eat, and so I end up ordering in a lot, which I don't like. I feel like ordering in is a treat and I enjoy it, but when I do it too much, it becomes one of those things that feels very like gluttonous. Like I don't really enjoy it. Like there's only a certain number of meals I can order in a week and feel like good about it. Like I want ordering in to be something like, whoa, I've had a really, really busy day and I'm really craving this one thing and I don't really have time to cook, so let me go ahead and do it. So I got a lot of things that I can turn into like easy snacks to eat throughout the day, because my human design says that I am like a grazer, which is true. Like I'll order a big meal, I'll get super full halfway through, and then I'll be hungry again like an hour later. So I do need to like graze all day, but protein. So in addition to the soupy soup, I got some bone broth, super good for you. I'm just in the mood for like cozy things. This olive oil spoke to me. It's the Greenwich brand, so I'll have to try that out. I also got another soup, Italian bean soup. I just feel like that's so easy for lunch. I got some watermelon for in the morning. I'm always craving watermelon. I also got watermelon juice, which I'll show you. But one of the ideas that Ankita came up with for me, she's kind of like my nutritionist a little bit, is to have like veggie platters. So I got cherry tomatoes, snap peas, cucumbers. These are called mini crunchers, so I think you can just eat them, but I think I'll like chop them up. I'm gonna have this all together in kind of like a bowl. I'm gonna figure this out so that when I'm hungry, I can just start to snack on all of it and it's all together and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to wrap it up. Like I've really just gotta streamline this for myself. Also got some more fresh fruit. Nothing like good fresh fruit. Another one of my ideas was to have like tiny little sandwiches. So gluten-free crackers, I got cheddar cheese, and then the salami. So I'm also gonna cut these things up, so those are just ready for me to like stack on top. Literally path of least resistance while I'm in the mood to do path of least resistance. I got a bunch of these totally stocked up Feel Good Foods, the uncured pepperoni bites. They are so good. I have been craving these ever since I had my last trip to Whole Foods. Here's something that can go with the sandwiches. It is cinnamon apple jelly. How cute. You just put it on top with it. It's gonna give it like a sweet taste. And then I really like a Mediterranean feel to my food. So another idea I had, I got feta cheese and Greek olives. Oh, so good. So I could do that with like, I could add that in with my veggie mix with some cucumbers, some tomatoes, make it like a little Greek salad with my new olive oil. I'm excited about that. Just seems like easy, fresh, something I really genuinely love. Then I found this gluten-free fried rice. These are totally miscellaneous items. These were little vanilla custard, just little dessert things. I don't really know what they are, but they stood out to me. It's so cute. It's called a petite pot. Look, he's like a little French guy. So sometimes I'm craving something just like a little sweet at night, but I don't want to like open up a whole ice cream thing. And then Bubby's kosher dill pickles. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. I haven't had these in so long. I used to have them all the time, like one a day, because Bubby's is such a good source of probiotics. And so eating like one of these pickles a day, which I love pickles, so my mouth is watering so much right now. It's so good for you and your gut health. Pickle juice down, pickle juice down. It's been a long time. Then my watermelon juice. I was really craving this after my workout. I'm feeling good about this. So I'm gonna eat a little bit, have my soup, get to work building this all out for a really productive week.
Stop for a minute. Stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head. Try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute. Who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head. You're like everyone else, aren't you? You could gain from being a bit nicer. Know when to talk and when to shut your mouth. You're so moody, always such a fighter. Try to open up your mind sometimes. You'll be just fine.
Morning, you guys. Wow, she looks tired. I just made my Nespresso. I have been so tired lately. Like waking up in the morning is not easy. I think it's just because I'm getting way more done during the days than usual. I feel like I'm doing 2 days in one every day. So I'm trying to have some grace with myself. It's almost 10 a.m. now, which is just wackadoodle thinking about my usual schedule. Again, grace. This is the best creamer, by the way. This oat creamer vanilla. I'm just going to enjoy this My best friend Liz just dropped the first ever episode of her podcast, Date Yourself Instead. So I'm gonna tune in and listen to it while I enjoy my cafe. Then get on the Peloton, and then I think today I actually want to go to Greenwich. I've been a few times since getting my car and I really like it over there. I usually just go, I like went with Blue Eyes, I went with my mom, I went with Ankita, all the usual. I love the energy on like the main street. It's really fun. I feel like I've overdone it a little bit, but I just am in the mood to get out of the city today. I know that like part of this vlog was like to enjoy New York City more, but I almost feel like in order for me to enjoy New York City, I kind of need to get out of the city sometimes and like get in the car. I miss my car. I haven't driven in like a week now, which is crazy. I haven't seen my car. I swear, she's like my pet. So I think just to like get out of whatever funk is happening here, it's not that much of a funk. I just change up the energy. I'm gonna go to this coffee shop they have there called CFCF. Best coffee I've ever had. And the cool part about it is that it doesn't have Wi-Fi and there's no service in the coffee shop. And so I think that would actually be really good for me just like to write out stuff, brain dump, strategize, journal for a few things I have coming up, and it's just really calling to me. I was like, no, do you really need to do that today? There's other stuff you need to get done in the city, and my heart is like, no, I want to go. So I'm gonna trust it. Coffee first, then let's go. Okay, I just got off the Peloton. I did a 15-minute ride, and I think I figured out a little hack for working out. I feel like everybody else already does this, but maybe if you don't. For me, like the workouts always feel so long, and I always thought that's because it was like working out and doing something I didn't want to do. But I just did this 15-minute ride. It felt like it went by in a blink. I got super into like my body temperature is really hot now. I'm sweating, like I feel really good. I feel the endorphins. But I did not listen to the Peloton instructor. I followed the prompts on the screen of like resistance, cadence, but I was actually listening to my own podcast episode because I'm about to write the description to upload it. I just got it back from the editor. So just having my mind on something else as I was doing it helped so much. Like when it was over, I was like, oh wait, shoot, I'm not even done listening to this podcast episode. So a little hacky hack. I think I'm gonna use that moving forward. I think that's honestly how I could probably get up to like 30-minute, 40-minute rides. Okay, I'm back in my car. That was honestly such a freaking good idea. The drive out here was like extremely therapeutic. I just listened to music and I feel like I got some really good like thinking done. I wasn't even really thinking about that much, but when you drive, you go into a lower brainwave state because you're more in like your subconscious mind. And so it felt very meditative. Like it was very peaceful. I really had missed driving. Blue Eyes drove us like all the way back from the trip that we were on before because I was getting work done in the passenger seat. So I haven't even driven in a second. And this coffee is amazing. Iced vanilla latte. Got some really good work done. I was only there for an hour, but it was an extremely productive hour. I feel like a ton of clarity. I felt like I had all these muddled thoughts in my head around something that I want to launch. And I just put it all down on paper. It felt, at first it was like super muddled, and now I have extreme clarity on what I need to get done, and I feel really good about it. It was only an hour in the shop, the coffee shop, and I'm heading back now because I have a gifting suite thing for Fashion Week, but it was just so worth it. I'm glad I honored myself and drove out here for it. Okay, let's hit the road again. Okay, the dress I was wearing today was very cute, but it kept opening all the way and showing my bra, so I've just changed outfits. My first fall sweater of the season to head to this Rami Brooke gifting suite. So here's the new fit. I just put on my shoesy shoes. I've been waiting to wear this skirt, so I'm excited about that. These shoes are Freebird by Free People, literally my favorite. It's a Denver brand. Yay! Hi guys, okay, it is now What is today? Hold on, let me turn this off so you can hear me. It's now Tuesday. The Rami Brook gifting suite that I filmed yesterday was so much fun. I got the cutest pair of pants in the entire world. I cannot wait to wear them during the fall. The last day or so I've just been kind of like hanging out, laying low. I just kind of like felt like something was off health-wise, which I've never felt before. I've, knock on wood, never really had health problems before, and I could just tell something was off. And so I went to the OBGYN today and I found out that I have some ovarian cysts, which I've never had before. Well, I don't know if I've had it. She said it's not PCOS because I don't have any of the other symptoms, which is weird. Like I literally don't have any of the other symptoms, but I could just tell something was not quite right. That may be TMI, but it's my vlog, so. I feel like we should normalize talking about these things. Like apparently it happens to a lot of different women. So that being said, I think I'm gonna take like an overhaul with my health. I've been doing it for a while, like I'm already pretty healthy, but that's probably gonna be the focus for next vlog. For tonight, I am about to just toast some gluten-free toast and then also make some bone broth, and I'll probably figure out some other things to cook. I just kind of want to have like a cozy meal at home. I just did some tapping, so I feel like better about everything, and I feel like it's not really anything to super worry about, but I do feel a call for my health. So didn't really see that coming for this week, obviously, but we trust the process. We trust what things are trying to teach us and reveal to us, and that's that update. So let's cookie cook. I also have not used my oven in here. I don't know the last time I used my oven. I don't, but look how cute. This bread is so good. Carbonate is the brand. When I was in Sedona with my friends, we got this type of bread from Whole Foods to make avocado toast. It was like the best avocado toast I had ever had as a result. Okay, I'm not the best at filming in the kitchen because of the backlighting, which is always gonna be an issue if I was ever gonna start a little cooking show on YouTube. Because it's frozen bread, it's kind of hard to separate. We'll just try to cut these 4 pieces. This sounds so good right now. I have avocados, maybe I'll even make avocado toast for dinner. Okay. That was exciting.